The truth is the cure. Does therapy really work?
The most entitled generation in history.
Your generation is lazy. Y'all don't want to work these days.
Younger people just don't want to work.
Gen Z doesn't want to work.
I don't want to work.
I don't want to work anymore.
What is so wrong about quiet quitting?
Quiet quitting is a trend that started on TikTok and quickly took over the internet.
Quiet quitting, bare minimum Mondays.
Being gentler with yourself.
When it comes to having a job, I don't like it. My soul is meant to be free.
We love the internet, but I will tell you one thing, it's made you lazy. Oh, it's made you lazier than you ever thought you could be.
Work smarter rather than harder. If these companies want to use you, then use them back.
We want to quit because we're being taken advantage of.
We can't even afford to live. My generation is frustrated. We don't want to work anymore.
If the truth will set us free, we are being held hostage. Therapy often stands as the modern answer to individual struggles, marketed as a way to navigate the complex terrain of mental and emotional health. But does therapy truly offer effective solutions, or is it merely a tool of the establishment that perpetuates the illusion of healing? After engaging with multiple therapists, I find myself questioning whether they are equipped to address the deeper, societal struggles we face, struggles that are not just individual but profoundly collective. Many of these shared challenges stem from inherited beliefs and social systems that influence our very sense of self, prompting the question, can therapy in its current form truly address the real root problems? My skepticism isn't born from distrust alone but from therapy's frequent failure to engage with the critical questions that impact our lives. How, for instance, has the legacy of slavery shaped our present experiences with racism? How does the absence of fathers affect our sense of self-worth and stability? And what drives so many of us to seek therapy in the first place? It is essential to consider that perhaps some of these truths have been concealed from us. Truths about the divisive nature of institutional systems, the failures of education to reflect accurate histories, and the systemic forces that contribute to our mental and emotional challenges. A truly transformative approach to therapy must start with an unwavering commitment to truth, truths about ourselves, our communities, and the systems that shape our experiences. Only then can we seek not just solace but liberation. The role of fathers, missing links in our struggles. One of the most profound yet often overlooked influences on mental health and personal happiness is the presence, or absence, of fathers in our lives.
Don't say anything, just look at each other. It's amazing how little we make eye contact with each other these days. Social media, text, Twitter. We just don't make eye contact much anymore. Now I'm only going to give you about 10 or 15 seconds each to do this, but I'm going to start with you. Look at her. When I say go, I want you to tell her what I wish you would stop doing because it hurts me. Go.
Simone, I wish you would stop bringing up old arguments and disagreements when we're out with friends. It's really embarrassing, and it hurts me to see you angry and upset over and over again. I wish you would stop not noticing when I'm trying to do things for you because I love you.
Okay, Simone, what I wish you would stop doing because it hurts me.
I wish you would stop dismissing my feelings when I share with you about things that are bothering me.
The numbers paint a stark picture. In the United States, 70% to 80% of children are raised in single-mother households. This staggering statistic reflects a society facing a significant crisis, where the absence of fathers leads to a cascade of emotional, psychological, and social challenges that extend well beyond the individual level. This issue is not simply a matter of individual hardship. It's a systemic concern, perpetuated by structures that seem to benefit from the consequences of fatherlessness. The existing systems, economic, legal, and social, often sustain cycles of dependency, creating poverty, systemic racism, and a reliance on external support systems. The very systems that should protect families frequently fracture them, maintaining a state of dependency and disconnection among the most vulnerable. the systemic bias against fathers. The systemic bias that exacerbates fatherlessness is vividly reflected in legal frameworks surrounding custody. In over 90% of court cases, custody is awarded to the mother, often without adequate consideration of the father's essential role in a child's life. This legal bias not only alienates fathers but also deprives children of the stability, mentorship, and emotional security that a father's presence can provide. Fathers who could serve as protectors, mentors, and role models are frequently sidelined, intensifying a cycle of familial and emotional disconnection. This isn't just a family issue, it is a societal one. The system, whether intentionally or not, benefits from this absence, as it perpetuates the very issues, poverty, crime, emotional instability, that it claims to address. Fathers can serve as shields against societal harms, yet too often, they are removed from the picture, leaving a void filled by external, often harmful influences.
So I'm asking you, since this is not a demonstration of a man, you need to tell me what man you're using to measure him with. Which one?
My idea.
Which is your idea.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that the idea you trained him up to be?
No.
Oh, so how in the blazing bejesus are you holding him accountable to a standard that you didn't teach him, his father didn't give him, he don't even know what it is, and yet as his mother, you sit in his face and tell him you don't respect him as a man? Tell me how that works.
Held hostage by a lack of truth. If we hold to the idea that the truth will set us free, then it becomes clear that many of us are being held hostage, not by personal failings but by a lack of truth and understanding in our society. This captivity manifests in multiple forms, from systemic injustices to distorted narratives and societal misrepresentations that obscure the root causes of our struggles. The deliberate withholding of truth creates barriers to personal and collective growth. When we are unaware of the actual origins of our problems, whether related to family structures, socioeconomic disparities, or the historical legacies that shape our current world, we remain trapped in cycles of misunderstanding and hardship. Systems that thrive on this ignorance perpetuate divisions, maintain the status quo, and hinder genuine progress. Breaking free, the power of truth and dialogue. To break free from this metaphorical imprisonment, we must actively seek and embrace truth, even when it is uncomfortable. This requires engaging in open dialogue, questioning established narratives, and confronting the realities of our shared experiences. True liberation lies in uncovering the truths about our collective struggles, truths that can dismantle the structures keeping us captive. The answers we seek cannot be found in therapy alone. They require a collective awakening, a willingness to confront the challenging realities shaping our lives. We must confront the impact of family breakdown, fatherlessness, and the shortcomings of education. In doing so, we pave the way toward authentic healing and freedom. A path to healing and liberation. Recognizing the patterns of oppression, disconnection, and systemic manipulation opens a path to healing that transcends borders and cultures. Our shared humanity means that our struggles, whether stemming from absent fathers, systemic racism, or economic disparities, are often deeply interconnected. The pursuit of truth, then, is not just a personal journey but a collective mission, one that dismantles the structures holding us hostage and fosters a society rooted in equity and compassion. If truth is the key to our liberation, then our first step must be to acknowledge our collective reality. Through the recognition of our shared experiences and the relentless pursuit of truth, we can foster genuine healing and pave the way toward a brighter, more unified future. If this message resonates with you, please subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment so you don't miss the next chapter titled "Triggers Are Our Best Friends for Healing Old Wounds." Order your copy today. The digital download is $10, and it is also available on Amazon in paperback for $20. Reflection points. What is your personal beliefs on therapy? Do you view therapy as an individual solution, or do you believe societal systems must also be addressed for true healing? Impact of father absence. Reflect on the role fathers play in family structures. How has the presence or absence of father figures influenced your perspective on family and self-worth? Systems and truth. Consider the systems, education, legal, economic, that shape society. In what ways do you feel these systems may obscure or reveal truths? Dialogue and awareness. How comfortable are you in questioning long-held beliefs or societal narratives? What steps can you take to encourage open dialogues around these topics?